I'm gonna give you 5 ways that you can update your kitchen without kind of busting the budget, but really make a transformation that makes you feel good about being in your kitchen. Okay guys, first up is one of the biggest things you see typically in most kitchens, which is your cabinets, right? What can we do with these tired cabinets? Well, there's a lot actually. You can paint them. You can take them from, look at this ugly stuff, before and after. These people are so happy with their kitchens now. And we have ways to help you do it yourself if you want to do it. So DIY is not a problem. You can also kind of rearrange them a little bit. Maybe take down some of the uppers. Ooh, maybe think about changing out your crown molding on the top to something either more decorative or less decorative, and maybe painting that as well. The key there is that painting your cabinets really gives you the opportunity to either retain the doors if they're still good, and gives you the ability to bring in a color pop that you probably haven't seen in age because it might have been a wood veneer. So that's the goal with that. The last thing that you can do with cabinets that is just a game changer also is changing out that hardware. I know people go, oh, hardware's really expensive. It doesn't have to be, guys. You can pick out some really good looking ones when you kind of search the web a little bit and think very strategically about it. Here's the one thing that I always tell people: change out knobs to bars. It's an instant upgrade. Why? Because knobs look, inexpensive. They look like a builder standard thing. Bars are intentional. They have a little bit more glamour. Remember, it's kind of the jewelry of your kitchen. So add a little bit of splash with a little bit of jewelry with the hardware, and you're good to go on new cabinets. All right, so second thing up is those kitchen countertops. Got to change those out and give them a little bit of an update. But the great thing about it is we don't have to expend a lot on stone. There's a couple of really good budget options that I'm going to talk to you about. Number one is laminate. Ooh, this is not your mama's laminate. This is some really good looking new stuff. You don't see seams, it looks like stone. It's fantastic. The second thing that's really interesting lately is you can take a reasonable surface that may be old laminate already, and you can skim coat it with some interesting cement finishes. Ooh, these can look great. They are DIY, and they're a total change up from what you had before. Super, super interesting for the certain types of design style statements that you're going to look for. Now, the last one, of course, is the classic butcher block. Some of those butcher block woods are actually way less expensive than the stone. Some aren't, but some are. And so you want to consider maybe a butcher block island top would be really, really refreshing in the kitchen. So countertops, we're changing them up. The next thing you really want to take a look at is your backsplash. Ooh, this is such a drama subject. I cannot believe it. People wait years to get the right backsplash. I gotta tell you, it's simpler than that, guys. There are some really great solutions that used to be not so good, now they really are. And I am telling you about peel and stick. Peel and stick I am really into, especially now. Look at this stuff that looks like Zalige, and it's in a gorgeous fish scale pattern. I adore that. This is all kinds of new stuff, guys. There's just some really exciting things out there, and it literally is peel and stick, so you can do it yourself. The second thing that I'm really loving about peel and stick now is that you can kind of customize it, maybe blend 2 patterns together in sort of a hand-done thing, like you see here, the hexagons that have kind of a custom color. That's a great look. So there's all kinds of new solutions out there for backsplashes that are easy to install, inexpensive, and give you a huge bang for your buck with the backsplash. All right, guys, I want to take a minute and I want to thank our sponsor today, who is MIDI Health. MIDI Health is a game changer for women's healthcare, no matter where you live. MIDI is changing the game for all of us in midlife with personalized types of care. It doesn't matter if you're in perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. It's all there, and they're looking after you. You meet initially with a board-certified clinician, of course, and these women are experts in things like what you're concerned about. If you want to talk about things like hormone use, or maybe weight gains, or maybe you're struggling with kind of perimenopause, menopause, maybe brain fog, those kinds of things, all of that, they're able to take this and work with you on this. You have a visit with them, they understand what you're going for, and then they really set up a program that makes it work for you. You get the most personalized attention. It's really, really amazing. The next thing that's really significantly different about a regular doctor's visit and MIDI is the fact that you're online with them. It's a telehealth visit. And you literally can do it from anywhere. It doesn't matter. They are ready and willing to help jump in and get you on the right path so that you can really enjoy being, you and being healthy. This is great. Another thing that I found really great about the program is that if you're looking for personalized, compassionate care that's likely covered by insurance, then you want to click the link below to book your first MIDI visit. Okay guys, now the next subject that we really want to address is our lighting in our kitchen, because what you've been staring at for maybe the last couple of years is really old and tired. And so what we have to do is, number one, relamp if you have plenty of lighting already. You want to relamp to the correct Kelvin. Number two, you want to think about those pendants. Are those pendants still what you want to do? Maybe you need to try something glamorous, or maybe dial it back a little bit, or change it out and refresh. Some of these pendants out there are really, really reasonably priced and look great. Now, the third thing that is a little bit sneakier, a little bit quieter, is that under cabinet lighting, or if your cabinets don't go to the ceiling and you want to make the room a little bit taller, you want to pull that light up. So you want to get in touch with someone who can add some under cabinet lighting. See here where they've got the long LED strips? That's fantastic looking, very inexpensive to do. Now, what if you say you don't have any power up there? That's okay. There are battery powered units, guys. There are solar powered units. You can just take them out and recharge. It's not a problem. But you want that light on your countertop surface, and it really, as you can see from here, makes a difference about how that kitchen overall reads from a lighting perspective. Super important, super luxe, super designer. Pay attention to it. All right, now guys, the last thing we're coming to is what I call the power couple of the kitchen. Ooh, it's the main sink and your faucet. Now, this is where, if you're gonna splurge on something, this is where I want you to do it, because these are functional items. Think of these things like you use them more than you use your wallet these days. So you're gonna be touching this a lot. It's really gotta work for you. Are you left-handed? Are you right-handed? How does that faucet function? You really want it to be working for you, and you want it to be a beautiful combination with your sink. And what if you're saying, gosh, my sink is a little dumpy looking? Okay, well, there is always the opportunity to kind of just drop a really slick one in there. There's some really great basic plain stainless steel ones that you can drop in. Looks pretty reasonable, especially if it looks tidy with the countertop. And they're not that expensive. And then you add a glorious faucet. And then all of a sudden, the jewelry on the hardware is now complemented by the new jewelry at the faucet level. And it's really got to work for you too. That's the key to it. It's got to be beautiful and work. And they've come up with all these new ones that are so wonderful. Look at this sink that's got like water that splashes on the sides and gently washes your peaches so they don't get bruised. I mean, there's chopping boards that can insert into sinks. There's all kinds of ways you can kind of get a really functional, but a little bit glamorous and a little bit more designer sink faucet combination without blowing your budget. So take a look, do some research, and if you feel like that's something that really needs to upgrade, make it your focus. So here's the thing, guys. Here's 5 really budget-oriented solutions to really upgrade your kitchen pretty easily without having to demo or anything like that. But the real reality of it is, design doesn't have to be expensive. It has to be thoughtful. You have to have planned in advance what you're going to do before you spend a single cent. That's the way you really save money. That's where the folks who run through their projects and don't go over budget and land on time and the kitchen looks fabulous, it's because they've done their planning. And I've got a program that you can take a look at that has all these different ideas around how you plan for your projects, whatever size it is, whether it's a whole house renovation or it's just a kitchen fluff. You want to plan it first. And I've got things for you that you can take a look at over there that are super affordable, and you'll love it. Head to lisaholt.com, and I'll see you soon.